now the instructor was asking me to help some of the other students, and I was more or less a legal student because I didn't pay. So I became proficient. I learned how to deal blackjack, and I learned how to deal roulette. And I'd been there about 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Now, usually they said you had to be there for a couple of months before you could go out and look for the job. Now, in order to do that, you have to audition. You would walk into a casino and ask the shift boss, the person who's running that particular shift, for an audition. And then they would actually, if they were looking for dealers, they would actually put you on a live game. You would go in there and tap the dealer on the shoulder. That's the signal that the dealer has to leave. And then the dealer would clap their hands and show the like this, and show the camera that there's nothing, no chips or anything in their hands. And then you would replace that dealer, and they'd let you deal 3 or 4 rounds. And if you were good and they liked you, they hired you right on the spot. And today it works differently. I believe most casinos have their own in-house dealer training going on, but it's still basically a dealer school. So I decided that's what I'm going to do. Right? I felt ready, and I needed to make some money and I had to get out of the street. So I go down that day when I made my decision. I take a walk downtown on Fremont Street, which is not like the Fremont Street experience now. With the trapeze, with the flying trapeze or whatever that's called on the top there, and it's all enclosed. Back then, it was open, and it was like big arcades, like you would see like on the Jersey Shore. Big open arcades. That's what the casinos were mostly like. So I had been told that you got to go in, ask for a shift boss, and say, I'm looking for a job dealing. Are you doing any auditions? So I did just that, and I walked into a place called the Four Queens Casino on Fremont Street, still there. This is 40 some odd years later, still there. And I asked for the shift boss. Somebody pointed me to the shift boss. It was an older, grumpy-looking guy. Also, I should say grumpy sounding guy, because he was grumpy. And I said, sir, here I am, an 18-year-old kid who's have a legal fake ID that I had from New York that said I was 21. And I say, I'm looking for an auditioning job. You guys looking for any dealers? The guy looked me over like this, gave me that look over, that kind of like condescending, or not even condescending, more like a look like of superiority, and that he was superior and I was inferior, that kind of look. And he looked at me and he said, he chuckled. He said, kid, you want to audition for a dealer's job, you got to come in with a white shirt and black pants, more or less like waiter's clothes. And I said, really? I didn't know that. Now, remember I spoke about when I got pinned out of my hotel room and I came down with my suitcase? Well, what I didn't mention is that it was so hot outside, right before I made my way to eat, and then end up sleeping with the winos under the bridge, right? I had a little suitcase on wheels, and when the heat hit me, I just wheeled the suitcase over to the garbage, where the garbage pail was, and I just left it there. I wasn't going to lug a suitcase around in 115-degree heat. Well, guess what? I was just told that in order to audition, I needed a white shirt and black pants. What do you think was in that suitcase? I swear it. I had a white shirt and black pants. Not because I was a waiter or anything like that. I just happened to have a white shirt and black pants. Now I don't have it. All I have is I still only have the white T-shirt and the blue coat off jeans, right? So now, and this is funny because